Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and our home team. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run on first down. Rowe. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now this time he'll look to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
What's that? 180? Right. He's down right here. He's down on the right. We got 4. Watch safety creep. Safety's creeping. Check 99.
Now a play fake here on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Pick it up, G. Slam. Gun. Check the backer. 36. Shift. 8.
Throwing again. Newton escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Now again, right side. Throw. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Here we go. Turn the bench. Check over. 47 to Mike, boy. 47. Check. 47. Here we go, again. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
They'll look to throw. Airing this one out for Evans. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 10 more there and another first down. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the.
What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Brings up second and goal at the Saints 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Second and 11. And this is incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. But now it's third and goal. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups.
And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And no doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Then he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Now, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Now a give, right side. It's low, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. He went backwards 5 yards there on third down to bring up fourth. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Check 26, check 26.
49, check 49, check 49.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up.
Check 50, check 50.
Joker, 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 Joker. He's cracked.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Check 45, somebody. Double dog, that's the way. Check, check, check.
Check 13, check 13.
8.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 29-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, watch the shift. Watch the shift. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 8.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Saints 0.
45. Mike, 45. 20. I'm coming after you. Undercrunch. Check. Fresno. Watch the eye. Out. Watch out. Whip. 20. Watch the whip. Check 4. 8. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Kill.
From the 29, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 19.
And that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
And what's the ball?
47.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
First down, Buccaneers.
Come on, set. Pittsburgh.
Right back to him on first down. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Let's go. Check, 47. I got you. I got you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Gun. Shoot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
On second down, Kamara. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Great. You better bring it. I'm letting you know right now, you better bring it.
Watch twist.
From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready. Touchdown. Yeah, good. Watch the run. Go. The mic.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Perriman. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down.
First down, Tampa Bay.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Mike 5-4. We didn't want this.
2nd and 9 now. And this is caught by Evans. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
15 line.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
Let's get off the field, D.
They'll look to throw here. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Breshad Perriman, his first touchdown of the new season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And the Seahawks fans have to be happy. That lead just got bigger. That'll be a game to monitor as we go along. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Off play action. Newton. And he's going to keep it here. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
The set, white 33. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Catch made here by Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run here with Connor. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Kill. 20.
Check 45.
20.
Check 45 to Mike.
Not here.
Oh, here we go. Oh. 45. Mike, 45.
I got you. Pop.
Tighten up.
Just beating the play clock is Newton. On the move to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Steps away. And this will be a touchdown. Cam Newton, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints make some inroads here to that deficit. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I'm coming. Right there. 54. Right there. 54.
2nd and 14. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 37-yard line.
8.
They fake the give. Newton. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, watch the ball. Watch the ball.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rowe. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on 1st down. To throw it is Locke. This is caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Bucs. They've got the football. They also are in front here on the scoreboard as we start the 4th. They come out here in the eye. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to ram his way in, but they're going to hold him back at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Well, they went with a fullback dive that time.
And, Brandon, when I was a kid, the fullback carried the ball equally as much as the running back, then known as the halfback. Nowadays, the fullback's job is to block.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His third touchdown now on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Don't get nervous. Shift.
Quick dance. Come.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Being chased out left. Now he'll throw deep left. He's got a man. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time.
Let's go. Big series right here.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll let this go for the end zone. And my goodness, another interception. Snags it for the pick. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 5-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check back.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. I know this defense knew it coming into the game, Charles, and they know it even more now. DeAndre Hopkins is a tough cover.
And anytime you see him out there and there's less than double or triple teaming him, take a shot with it. Just what you're talking about. If he's such a tough cover, one guy's not going to get it done. Throw the ball out there. Let him go get it.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. DeAndre Hopkins, once again, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down.
Ready? 18, Gator.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Hey, exit. Ready?
Throwing his lock on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 46 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks...
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play action. It's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking power.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 53 yards. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it. But it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Intended for Mike Evans. Incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore there defensively.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
That's it. Right to the 3, 20.
One last throw here for Newton. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as